NVMe inside? Yep. TLC non-memory? Affirmative. IP rating for increased robustness, including waterproofing? Check. All for an attractive price. Confirmed. The ADATA SC800 ultra-fast 1TB really does have quite a bit going for it. It starts with that M.2 NVMe drive, bridged to a USB interface. In this case, it's a 10 gigabits per second USB 3.2 Gen 2 interface rather than a 20 gigabits per second USB 3.2 Gen 2 by 2 connection. But this drive is still claimed to be good for 1 gigabyte per second data transfers in both directions. Lest you have forgotten, that's around twice as fast as any SATA-based drives, including internal SSDs connected natively via SATA. That makes it unique among these SSDs, and, what's more, given the competitive pricing, you're getting that IP rating effectively for free. Performance-wise, in testing, the ADATA delivers in the headline 1 GB per second spec for sequential transfers while notching up 4K random throughput that's comparable to the competition at 21 MB per second for reads and 40 MB per second for writes. If you're looking for fast USB-powered external storage for games, this is currently as good as it gets. At least, it is in theory. The WD Black P50 game drive, tested here in 1 TB format and available in 500 GB and 2 TB flavors, is a rare breed of USB Type-C external SSD. That's because it supports the very fastest USB 3.2 Gen 2 by 220 gigabits per second interface, which is why it's capable of read and write speeds up to 2000 megabytes per second. As for real-world performance, in terms of peak sequential, the WD Black P50 easily maxed out the 10 gigabits per second connection of our test PC, registering just over 1 gigabyte per second in both directions. It's likely capable of the advertised 2 gigabytes per second with the right interface. Sustained performance is a little less impressive, with performance dropping to around 375 megabytes per second after around 30 gigabytes of data transfer. Random access performance is reasonable rather than spectacular, with 22 megabytes per second reads, and 40 megabytes per second writes for the 4K QD1 metric. If you want it all, you're going to have to pay for it. So, sometimes it makes sense to compromise. Enter the Crucial X8 2TB USB Type-C SSD. It's not the absolute fastest external SSD on Earth. But it is quick. It's extremely capacious. It's built into a really solid feeling metal case. And it's attractively priced. In fact, right now, it's available on Amazon.com as we type for $249. That's over $150 less than WD's Black P50 game drive and 2 terabytes trim. And so it proves in my testing, with the Crucial X8 good for just under 1 gigabyte per second for sequential transfers in both directions. 4K random performance is decent, too, for this class of drive, with reads of 27 megabytes per second and writes just over 40 megabytes per second at QD1. Given the use of QLC non, one big question mark is sustained performance.